There are good people from all walks of life that pull together for a common good. That is the animals of our community and the children and the individuals that are connected with those animals. It is intertwined through our lives. It is what we are about as a society, is kindness to each other and kindness to our animals. It's what our religions are about. It is what life in general is about. Because that's what we're about. We're the Humane Society.
I've been in Cobb County, I guess, about 33 years now, been practicing. And they've always been there. Sometimes they've had to fight hard to get some help, but they've persevered, and I think it's a very established organization. It's done an insurmountable amount of good work.
We picked Marietta near the Big Chicken because it was the center of the county. We wanted to be accessible to as many people as possible, and we wanted to have a building where we could have an activity center and where we could have a no-kill shelter.
They just celebrated their 50th year anniversary, and I think that speaks well of people who've cared and have continued through the last 5 decades to get them to this point. It's not a given that they will be around.
I think a humane society is extremely important. When we talk about, at least here, the Humane Society is different than animal control. The animal control, unfortunately, the animals go there and they stay for a certain period of time, and if they're not adopted, then they're put to be euthanized. At our Humane Society, it's a no-kill facility, so it's a haven for those animals that might take a little bit longer to adopt out.
Our county is what some people call a kill facility. They're really a forced to euthanize facility. But we are 2 separate organizations, and that's an important thing to know, because your county tax dollars pay for animal control. Your kind charity dollars pay for the Humane Society. We have a small facility, but we're growing.
They have no public money, no tax money, no large foundation, no national organization that helps them keep going. It's all local donations. They're taking care of other people and animals. Lost and found, they're doing a lot, but they have adopted the community. I'd like the community to adopt them.
The U.S. Humane Society estimates that between 6 and 8 million dogs and cats are showing up at shelters a year, and about half of those end up euthanized because they can't find owners, they can't find people to adopt them.
You know, we shouldn't have to have our county be forced into a situation of euthanizing 500 kittens in a month during kitten season.
What I think they do the best at is how they care for the animals. Animals, when they have a start such as these animals, when they're abandoned or abused or left alone, it's a very scary position, it's a very vulnerable position. And to come across volunteers like the ones at the Humane Society of Cobb County, the love that they give them is so obvious and helps to heal those hurts that they come in with. I mean, you would never guess that these 2 had been abandoned in a box and just left on the doorstep. They have overcome those memories and those hurts. And it's because of the good foundation that the volunteers give them that you have such healthy and happy animals.
This eye looks great.
Well, second chance is one other word for hope, and one thing that the Humane Society of Cobb County is provide hope. I heard an expression about you make a living by what you get, you make a life by what you give.
I think one thing about those of us who work for senior services is very similar to people with the Humane Society. We care. We care about the people. Caring about the people, we care about them as a whole. A lot of them, the whole is their pets, especially the ones that are shut in or homebound or even ill. Their pets have been with them a long time.
There you are. You're a sweetheart. Yes, you are.
She's one of the lucky ones.
What I want to do is to help the community understand what they do, and they could do more. There's 3 things that I have as a dream, and it's a bigger and expanded facility and staff, to do more of what they do, their core mission, that there's a spay and neuter clinic of some design, and the other thing is an endowment fund to pay for all this, so that there's a perpetuity that goes on, and there's not a constant struggle for fundraising.
I was always taught to be a giver, and that is best if there's something that you can do or say that will help somebody else out, that's the way to go. If everybody gave just a little bit, then this world would be a much, much better place.
Well, it all adds up. I think that, to me, as much as any amount of money a person would give, is that they're giving anything. If it's $1 bill a year, or $10 at Christmas, or whatever they can give. Maybe the biggest thing they can do, is, besides being involved, is spread the word. Tell other people, their family and friends, that they're involved with this. It's a good cause. And I'd like to have the community adopt them, so to speak, and make it important to them. Because at some point, you may need them too. You may have a lost animal. You may have found a stray animal. You may know about animal abuse. Probably everybody either has or knows somebody who has had an animal crisis of some sort that bothered them or their family members. And more than likely, the odds are good, it was the Humane Society who was involved in trying to help out.
It's one thing for someone to tell you, but it's another to actually go in and experience it and see what they can do. It's a gem that they have in their backyard.
We know historically and from studies that people that are mass murderers, people that are spouse abusers, people that are child abusers start as animal abusers.
Because it's easy and they're innocent and they can't tell on them, but it gets to be boring, so they move up the line and they become people that harm people. So you are doing an amazing job when you teach others to be kind and when you do not allow cruelty in your neighborhoods.
So we know that if we can teach our children to be kind to animals, teach our children to love them, respect them, and deal with them properly, to understand their language so they don't have to be afraid, we should have better people as we grow as a society.
Usually you pick an animal for a pet. Sometimes it picks you. Same thing goes with a cause. Most of the time you pick the cause, and sometimes it picks you.